So here I have a Baldwin Acrosonic, and it's one of these types. And I've actually been having a lot of fun tuning this, which is surprising to me. But I did a little differently because I knew I was going to run into trouble. The last unwound string is G, and I wanted to kind of set an F-to-F temperament. I wanted to fight with this a little bit, but I wanted to kind of have G and A as a reference. So I started with A, and I tuned that, and I think I touched on this, but I mainly focused on D with two A's. And from D, I tuned G. So I had my A and my G, and then I went to F, and I got what I thought was a good beat rate. I've actually slowed it down since I first did it. So I got that close, and then I checked my A, and I tried to get close to 7, close to 8, but I ended up bringing F up a little bit because I tuned C, and I was trying to get this fifth, this fourth. I tuned G from D, and I was trying to get this fourth and both these fifths to balance, and that's when I brought F up to slow it down. So this ended up a little slower, this ended up a little slower, but I felt like I had a good 2/5 and 4th balance there. And then I also did, let's see, I had the 6th. I made sure C was good with this 6th, just checking orally. I don't know exactly, but it sounded reasonable. And then this 6th. Well, I did that. Okay. So then after I had this and this 4th sounded okay, I checked this 4th. And then I had to move, actually, no, at this point I ended up moving F up a little bit more because I wanted this 4th and this 4th to have a similar quality. I think I moved G up a little bit, I moved D up a little bit. I moved everything, I just kept playing with it until, and these 4ths are really close to pure, which I knew might happen, so I went with it. So I had a 5th close to pure, ironically, and then these 2 4ths were close to pure. This 4th is not extra wide, it's still kind of close to pure. So I got all that to balance. Then when I did that, I tuned F sharp and B. Oh, I tuned A flat. And I tuned A flat to where, and this helped me tune this 4th. So I tuned this 4th to where this major 3rd and this minor 3rd were reasonable. I tried to get them as close as possible. When I first started out, this was like really fast because I wanted this major 3rd to be faster than this major 3rd, and I wanted this major 3rd to be faster than that major 3rd. So I really played around with this A flat, trying to get, and I moved B flat when I did that, and I just kept adjusting. So then I had that balanced out. Then I tuned B and F sharp, and I just did 3rds. And then went back and checked the middle 4th. I was shocked how good it sounded. And then I wanted to tweak it a little bit, so I did that, and then I checked and minor 3rds. And that really helped me nail F sharp. I think it's good anyway. In my mind, I nailed F sharp. So by comparing minor 3rds and major 3rds here, that really helped me pigeonhole F sharp to where it worked with everything. And that helped me get A flat because of this. And it helped me get B because of this 4th. And then let's see, what did I do next? I tweaked all of that. I just went through it a whole bunch of times and really tried to get this. This minor middle 3rd was way too fast because my 4ths were too pure. So I tried to open them up just a little bit to slow that down, and that actually helped me get F sharp a little better. It helped my major 3rds progress better. And then, but I still had to keep everything else good. So I'm talking small movements. Then, Lord help me, this thing. So 5th, 4th, and 3rds. And then, let's see. What did I do here? I think that's all I did with that. Placing it in between there and getting this to work. And I'm trying to think if I moved one of these at that point. I might have. I don't remember now. But if I did, it was very slight. And I got all that to work up. So I had F to D. Then, and I hadn't actually tuned this F. I was more concerned about all this. I figured I'd deal with that later. It worked out. So 5th, fourth, and then progressing thirds, and when I first tuned that, this sixth was too slow. This sixth was too slow, so I went and tweaked, this. I use that a lot, and I'm compromising a lot here, but I'm trying to compromise more with my fifths and fourths because if they're quiet, it sounds good. It sounds great. It's awesome. So then, let's see, what did I do? E, fifth, fourth, thirds again, sixth, and I got E to work without having to move anything else, I think. At this point, I pretty much had everything where I wanted it. Yeah. Did I move B? I might have moved B. I can't remember. If I did, it was minuscule and everything still worked. So then we got up to F, and I tuned F with the fifth, the fourth, major thirds, sixth, you know, all the things. I did all the sixth tests. I used sixth a lot in this temperament. And my octave came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. I am thrilled that it came out that way. And then I tuned these up to A because I was trying to make sure everything still worked. And I did the, let's see, what am I doing here? I used everything moving up, mainly sixth. Well, no, that's not true. I used everything. Major thirds, fifths, fourths, and sixths. All the tools with the sixth. And I did that for here, here, and here, and then I double-checked my A. I didn't have to move A. There was a false beat in it anyway, which was really annoying. And then I've tuned down to E just to make sure I could move down. So I did fifth, fourth, but mainly I focused here. Major third, getting slower, and minor third. If they both get slower, I know I'm pretty good. Fifth is okay. Fourth is okay. I've measured everything. Most of my fifths are narrow. Most of my fourths are wide. Those that aren't are pretty close to pure. So I did this without having to invert any intervals. I'm stoked. I'm excited. I should have recorded it because it came out so good. Next time I'll record it, but I wanted to share because dang, I'm having fun. Okay. Everybody have a good day. Bye. Happy tuning.